Greetings, welcome to the Power of Purpose, another day of inspiration with me, Antonin M. Today I just want to inspire you with some concept, and I want to talk about stretching yourself, stretching yourself, stretching yourself. Patience Strong, she's a poet and she's an inspirational writer. She has written a book entitled Life is for the Living. Life is for the living. And in that book she illustrates principles that makes life livable with joy, happiness and peace. And in there she gives you an illustration of to say everybody was designed and was born to be happy and be fulfilled. You cannot be happy and you cannot be fulfilled when you are operating like a tree or a rock, a stone that doesn't move. Where you left it is where you found it. In the aspect of stretching yourself and growing, it's very, very vital that you grow in all aspects. Now, biologically, whether we like it or not, we were designed to grow as a living thing, as a living human being, as a living organism, or as a living plant, whatever that is living, that has life, it is designed to grow and to bear fruits, be it human beings, animals, or plant. You have to be productive in all aspects of life. Talking about stretching yourself, you have all elements: spiritual, emotional, mental, physical, so you need to grow in all those areas. I want to share with you 3 elements in terms of stretching yourself: mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, all those areas. Number 1 is choices. You have to begin to make choices that expand you. And agree with me that most of these choices will not be easy choices. If it was easier, everybody would choose it, everybody would do it. But you need to make choices that stretches you, that expands you. In your spiritual life, every human being is a spiritual being. There are rituals and activities that you have to engage in that stretches your spirituality as a person, whichever that is. You have to engage in these activities and rituals, set up plans. Is it your journal you're reading? Is it a Quran, a Bible? Whatever you're reading, you have to engage into something that expands your spirituality. Because every human being is a spiritual being, regardless angle where they come from. Tradition, Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, every human being is a spiritual being. Psychologists and scientists agree. And you need to expand yourself in that spiritual sense. Get into activities. Have a planly where you get into all these things. So you need to make choices that expand. Another thing, you need to make choices that expand your psychic, your mental capacity. Read books, go to seminars, go to places that can expand. Make choices. In those choices includes family and friends. Who do you hang out with? You got to choose. It doesn't have to be an accident. It doesn't just have to happen. And you have to choose places you can be. At my age now, I make very critical choices. I don't want to be found with everybody and everywhere. No, I need to go to places that makes me grow. I choose. Choice is the greatest power that builds or breaks a person every day. In every day, you make an average of 350 to 400 choices, from the clothes, the food, where to go, consciously, unconsciously. You make choices, 350 to 400 choices a day. But we were talking about intentional choices that can stretch you and expand you. The people you hang out with, the books you read, the exercise on your physical body, choices you make. Sometimes they are not comfortable choices, but you have to make them. Very, very important. Mental growth, spiritual growth, physical exercise to strengthen your body. Financial choices are to stretch yourself financially. You have to be disciplined. You have to make those choices that are hard in order for you to grow. The second element is challenge. You need to challenge yourself. Set up goals and standards. You need to challenge yourself. If I am at 4, let me challenge myself these next 3 months to be a 5 in terms of my skills. Challenge yourself. And then challenge the information you receive. Challenge the places you go to. You need to challenge yourself. You can't be passive with life. You have to be intentional. You can't be passive. Challenge. Most of us are very lazy people in terms of challenging ourselves. We avoid challenges. Can you set up a goal where you can run 10 kilometers in 1 month without stopping? You know, or 2 kilometers in 30 days, 14 days. But you need to grow. You can't just be doing 1 kilometer for the next 1 year. No, you need to challenge yourself. You can't just be trying not to finish a book in 1 year. You don't even finish a book. You read few pages and you leave it out. You start some projects and you leave it out. Challenge yourself to finish what you start, to see it through, to grow, to expand in life. Challenge yourself. Challenge. And then when you begin to challenge yourself, it builds a momentum of discipline in you. And you create around you a kind of influence that everybody who comes around you, they just know you are self-competitive. Self-competitive. You challenge yourself from the yesterday. You do better today than yesterday. You develop your vocabulary, your language, your skills. You expand your vocal cords, your muscles physically, emotionally. You begin to learn to challenge yourself, to have emotional self-control, not to be gullible and be driven by all sort of reactive emotions, where anything people say or happen, you just burst. No, you challenge yourself. I can keep it together. I can control it, and I'll respond accordingly. Challenge yourself mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially. Challenge yourself. Put up a challenge and ensure that you see it through to the very end. See it through to the very end. Then, you will earn respect for yourself. Each time you start something, you quit along the way. Along the way, you start not to trust even yourself. And if you can't trust yourself to finish anything, to grow to higher level, to put yourself on standards, to challenge yourself, what do you expect to listen to you and to follow you through? Challenge what you hear, what you read. Challenge yourself. What comes to you, challenge it. I don't just read books. I critically analyze books. Is this book, simply because it's written in the book doesn't mean I should agree with it. I challenge everything I hear, I read, I watch. I challenge. That is a process of stretching yourself. You're not just a receiving basket. No, you're a human being that is meant to be stretched, grow. You can't do the same things you did last year, this year. You need to be better. Each time people meet you after a while, they say, wow, you are getting better and better. You choose, you challenge. Number 3 is that you change. If you are going to stretch yourself beyond your normalcy, accept change. Walk in the corridors of change. Change your habits. Change your environment. Maybe you have to change your friends and the people you interact with in order to grow. Sometimes to grow is to go. To grow is to go. You have to leave some people behind. You have to leave some places behind. You have to change certain things in your life. You can't expect to be stretched to grow and doing the same thing you've been doing for the past 5 years. You'll get the same results. But you need to change. And change can be painful. Change is only for the disciplined. Change is for the determined. Change is for those that have a direction. Determined, direction, disciplined. That's what change is. So you want to be better in your life. You want to be more happier. You want to be more healthier. You want to be more wealthier. You have to change certain things. Habits, patterns. You need to challenge them. You need to change them. You need to make choices that moves you from being an average to become an expert, to become exceptional in life. Having said that, make choices that can stretch you, not just keep you in the comfort of mediocrity. Make choices and then challenge what you hear, what you receive. Don't be passive. Then make changes. Changes in your life, changes in your spiritual life, emotional life, mental life, financial life, your relationship around you. Changes have to take place for you to grow, to be stretched, to move to the next level. Hope you have learned 1 or 2 things. Thank you. Stay blessed.